everybody, how are you? Welcome back to my channel Unblushed. I'm Supriya and today I'm here to do the poem My Mother at 66. So 12th class ke exams, board exams are just around the corner. So the idea here is that I'm thinking of making a series, the entire series for 12th standard, Vistas of Flamingo Ki. So I'm going to start with poetry. I am further, if you like this video and if you want me to do a detailed explanation or another short summary or some important questions or figures of speech, whatever it is, you can definitely comment, and according to that I can make more videos for you. So let's get started. So My Mother at 66. This is a poem that has been written by Kamala Das. It is very important that you learn a few keywords, and आप इन्हीं keywords को अगर आप अपनी आंसर शीट में मेंशन करते हो, उनको अंडरलाइन करते हो, आपको वहीं आपका एग्जामिनर मार्क्स दे देगा. So we here remember that she is one of the India's most foremost poet. She is a very sensitive writer who has the ability to capture the subtleties of human relationships or human emotions in a lyrical idiom. The word lyrical idiom is very important over here. Now moving ahead, what is the basic theme of this poem? So the basic theme of this poem is fear of separation. Ab fear of separation kaise? When we read this poem, you will get a fair idea about what I am talking. Ab fear of separation kahan tha? Fear of separation pehle author ko, the fear of separation is for this author. Okay, this poet. Kamala Das had a fear of separation when she was a child, and she even has it now as a grown-up. So this is the basic theme of this poem. Firstly, these are the few words which the poet has used to describe her mother. She says that she dozed off. That means she slept. Then ashen-like means greyish pale. Ash kaise hoti hai? Grey color ki. Corpse is a dead body. And she's also used the word open mouth, which is understood that her mouth was driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. I saw my mother beside me. Now the poet over here is saying that she was visiting her mother, and now she is going back to her home in Cochin. And she's on her way and she's driving towards the airport on a Friday. What she sees is that her mother is sitting right beside her. And suddenly she looks at her, and let's see how she is describing her mother. She says, doze, open-mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Now over here she says that her mother has slept. She is sleeping, she dozed off, and her mouth is open. And she looks ashen-like. Ashen-like is greyish pale color, and she looks like a dead body. She looks like a corpse. Over here, this is a simile. The figure of speech used over here is a simile. She realized that pain. Now what pain? Now when you see that the person is so old and she's your mother, you feel that, oh, I'm going to lose her. She's so old. So she's feeling that pain. She's feeling that fear of separation that we talked about during the theme of the poem. Now over here, just in order not to think about it and not to feel so hurt, she distracts her thoughts. She distracts her chain of thoughts, and she tries to look outside the window to distract herself. And when she puts that thought away, outside, she looks outside the window. She looks at the young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. Now in the first paragraph, she explains that, her mother, when she's driving towards the airport, she looks at her mother, she's dozed off, her mouth is open, she looks like, a corpse, a dead body, and she feels that, oh my God, I'm going to lose my mother. So in order to distract herself from that thought of pain, that thought of fear of separation, she looks outside the window, and when she looks outside the window, she finds these trees, young trees sprinting, as if the trees are running, which explains that how quickly time passes away. And she sees that young children, these merry, happy children are, spilling out of their house, coming out of their house, which represent youth, which represents happiness, which represents how quickly time passes away. Here she says, but after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, worn, pale as a late winter's moon. So she's saying that now she's reached, after her security check-in, she looks at her mother. She's standing a few yards away, and her mother looks very pale, she looks worn, she looks colorless, and she's comparing her to the winter's moon, the late winter's moon. Why? Because if you will see that in winters the moon is not very bright due to fog, due to clouds. It seems to have lost its radiance, it seems to have lost its bright shine. So similarly, she's saying that her mother seems to have lost her radiance, her bright glowing eyes, glowing skin. Why? Due to old age. She's become so old, wrinkles, and so weak that she doesn't seem to be that radiant that she was earlier, in her young days. So now she is saying that she felt that old familiar ache. Ache kya hota hai? Ache means a pain. It means a pain. Why is she saying a familiar ache? Because remember, when I was telling you the theme of the poem, I told you that this poem is about the fear of separation, which the author feels as a child and as a grown-up. So in the first paragraph, she's feeling that pain as a grown-up. Now, a familiar ache. Why? Because she's also felt this pain, this fear of separation from her mother when she was a child. So she's feeling that familiar ache once again over here. See, familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. And all I did was smile, smile, and smile. Although she is in so much pain, and she's feeling that fear of separation from her mother, which she also felt when she was a child, she did not express herself. She did not say anything to her mother. She just said, see you soon, Amma, and she just smiled, smiled, and smiled. Now over here, why did she not say anything and why did she just smile? It has two reasons. Firstly, she could not really explain that to her mother. Secondly, she had that one little hope that they might meet again in future. The next time she comes, she might just find her mother again and she's able to spend some more time with her mother. Now what does these three words, smiles signify? The first smile signifies realization. Realization of the fact that her mother has become really old. She realizes that, oh my god, I have wasted so much time and I was not able to spend a lot of time with my mother, and now she's old. She's really old. She can pass away anytime. It's not certain how long she's going to live, so I have a very little time left with my mother. And the second is, she puts a brave front. That means she does not show this pain, this fear of separation to her mother. She just smiles and she hides that pain under that smile. And the second is hoping to meet her mother the next time. She still has that little hope that okay, maybe next time when I come, she gets to spend some time with her mother, and she's still there. So I think this is pretty clear. This poem is a very simple poem. It's all about the fear of separation which the daughter feels for her mother, and the daughter feels that she hasn't spent enough time with her mother. Her mother is now old. She should have given some more attention to her. She should have spent some more time with her, because now that her mother is old, she realizes that she can pass away anytime. She doesn't have a very long life now. The poet cannot simply say that okay, I'll meet you next year, or okay, when I finish this work, I'm going to come meet you. No, it's not necessary. It's not certain how long she's going to live, right? So this is a basic detailed explanation of this poem. Other than this, if you want me to discuss anything else related to this poem, please comment. I will definitely make a video on that, or I'll somehow try to help you with that query. Wish you all the best. I'm soon going to come up with the next video of the next poem, and see you. Bye bye. Please like, share and subscribe.